Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 337.
It's moving day again today, so we got up this morning and packed everything up, called Bell Services to take some of our bags for us, and we took the rest in our car, and we drove over to Old Key West to check in to a 3-bedroom grand villa. Of course, we expect it's not going to be ready this time of day because it's a very big room to clean, but we're very excited to check out this room. This is actually the cheapest of the grand villas at any of the DVC properties. As we expected when we checked in, the room was not ready, so we decided to leave and go over to All Star Music instead. We had been told by someone that the rooms there were being remodeled and they have just started putting the family suites and the regular rooms back into inventory, and we're very excited to see those. We're really hoping they have some availability for us to go and tour one of those rooms. When we got there, we went to the front desk and asked to talk to a manager because they're the only ones that can make that call. Thankfully, the manager there remembered us from the last time we stayed at the All-Star Resorts and was like, yeah, we actually do have some rooms that are open. They're not in inventory yet, but they are totally cleared, ready to go, so I can take you over there to tour it, which we were very excited by because the family suites at All-Star Music really needed some love,
Yes.
And we were really hoping they did right by it. After we got into the room, we realized they did a great job with this.
We were completely blown away, so impressed with the layout, with the design, with how clean everything felt, how updated it all felt. We just walked around the room oohing and ahhing over it. This is the same room that we recommended no one stay in because the layout was horrible, very dated. Now we definitely recommend it. This is a great stay for families. And of course, once we got done taking pictures in the room and oohing and ahhing over everything and asking questions, we did a room tour for Facebook and YouTube.
So when we first come in, you can see this room is very different than it used to be. We've got hard floors throughout the room. You have a dresser over here on the left with your TV above it, and that's gonna have a few of those USB outlets built in with some wall outlets as well. And the biggest change is gonna be over here on the other side of the room. So you've got a couch and a table and chairs. And in front of the couch, you've got a little ottoman that has some storage inside where you'll find the extra pillows and blankets for the beds, because the couch and the table both have Murphy beds built in behind them that you can pull down. So you've got the 2 beds right there that you can pull down and sleep 4 people in this half of the room. And if you'd like to see the rest of that room tour, it is linked down in the description below and up there in the corner.
After we were done, we did talk to the manager for a bit, just letting him know how much we love these rooms, asking questions about the timeline for the rest of the rooms. We talked for a little while and then shot our intro and outro for the video. And then it was time for us to drive over to Epcot because we're doing one of the dinner packages. And I say dinner, that really doesn't make any sense because you have to eat lunch somewhere. So we headed over to Epcot, got parked, and went inside and went to Tepanito, which is a favorite of ours because you get great food and entertainment, which is so much fun. We had an early lunch, so we walked all the way over there, got there in time, got checked in, and when we were checking in, they had these adorable origami swans, and I commented how cute they were and how much fun they were, and they're like, do you want one? I'm like, yes, I kind of do. So they gave me one, and I had fun playing with it all throughout our meal.
This candlelight processional dining package includes way more food than we thought it would, because here at Tepanito, we never get appetizers or desserts because there's just so much food. But the ticket they gave us said that it comes with an appetizer, entree, dessert, and non-alcoholic beverage, which we thought probably wouldn't apply here because it's hibachi. Turns out it does apply, which means we're gonna have way more food than we could possibly eat for this meal. Not upset about that at all because then we'll have leftovers for another day. So we ordered a couple non-alcoholic drinks. They didn't have any that Alyssa could drink, so I got 2 drinks, which was fine with me. And then we ordered our appetizers. I got the ribs, and these things were incredible. They were falling off the bone, super tender, and had a lot of flavor.
And I ordered the tempura shrimp, which is something I love anyway, and these were delicious and a great way to start the meal. After our appetizers, the chef came out and the entertainment portion started. So did the cooking of the food, but I call it entertainment because it is so cool watching them. I love watching chefs make food anyway because it's just so amazing to me, all the detail and how many things they can do at one time. but they're over here flipping things in the air, making little Mickey heads, doing so many crazy things, and it is just so much fun. I also love the fact that you are at the table with other people if you have a smaller party, like just the two of us. So it's not just the two of us enjoying it, you get to enjoy it with other people, which makes it a lot of fun as well.
After he finished up with the cooking and the show there, he did, of course, serve up all that food to us. We had plenty of noodles between the both of us, and Alyssa ordered the scallops, which were actually really good, even though that's not what I was in the mood for. I really enjoyed them. And I got the steak and chicken because I know it's really good. I've had it before, and also it'll reheat really well because there is no chance we're eating all this food. So we ate a little bit of that food and then asked for to-go boxes because we just can't keep eating, but we still have to have dessert, so we saved a little bit of room for dessert. We got the mango mousse cake and the chocolate ginger mousse cake, and I tried both. Neither one blew me away, but they weren't bad. The mango was definitely my favorite, although I don't think I'll ever order dessert here again just because there's so much food. There's really no need to have dessert here.
That's so true, and I couldn't try either. They actually didn't have a lot of desserts I could have that I would want, and so we just got them so we could take pictures, and because it comes with it, so we're not going to waste that for sure. Robert will eat them either way.
Although I won't eat it all right now, so I boxed those up after I tried them, put everything into the bag, and we did have our text that our room was ready at Old Key West, so our plan was to leave the restaurant, head back over to Old Key West, do a room tour really quick, and then come back and go to the show tonight. Unfortunately, when we walked out of the Japan Pavilion, we saw the line for the show tonight, not for standby, but for those who had the dining package, and it was already very, very long.
I went up to a lady that was in line and asked her what everyone was in line for, and she said, well, the candlelight processional. I'm like, but this is the one for the dining package, and she goes, yes, but you have to get in line really early for it. I'm like, but we're guaranteed seating. She goes, well, it's guaranteed that you get in, but you don't have guaranteed good seats, so you still have to wait in the really long line to make sure you get in and get a decent seat. And we were like, oh, because that's not how it is for the Disney on Broadway concert series. They guarantee good seats up front. They don't do that for this one, and we didn't realize that. So we decided that we did want good seats because we paid for the dinner package. So we got in the very long line and just hung out and hoped for the best.
Another reason we definitely wanted to wait in line and get good seats is tonight is Neil Patrick Harris, and he is one of the iconic candlelight narrators. I don't think we're gonna get another chance to go see him this year if we don't get it today, so we're gonna just wait in line. And it did take about 40 minutes in line till they opened up and let everybody start coming in and sitting down. It was still quite a while before the show, but they got us all in there and seated. I was able to find a pretty decent spot kind of in the middle near the aisle where I knew I'd be able to video, and I did bring my gimbal so I could try to video. So I was really excited about having a decent spot, although I'm not really sure what we're gonna do about the room tour thing because it'll be dark by the time we get back now, but we'll figure that out later, I guess.
Without further ado, huddle up. It's chilly, that'll be easy. And take a breath, and please sing along if you're good. And let's begin. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what sort of greeting this might be. And the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus."
And I did video the entire show, so if you'd like to watch it all the way through, that is available on the channel. You can find the link down in the description below and up there in the corner.
This was an amazing experience. It was something new for us, which is always a lot of fun to do something you haven't done before. and it was just so awesome, so beautiful, so well done. We're looking forward to coming back a few more times. We won't be doing the dinner package necessarily, we'll stand in the other crazy long line, but we are very excited that we will be coming back because we enjoyed it so much. At this point, it is very dark outside, and whether we do the room tour now or later, it's not going to get any darker or any less dark, so we decided to hang out in the park a little bit longer. We started walking around Epcot and saw a photographer that had a little hidden Mickey filter on his camera, and we were like, there's another one. So of course we waited in line and took more pictures that have those Mickey bokeh behind you that are just so amazing. They're so pretty and they really make the lights behind you pop. And I still love just how subtle it is. Like, most people won't notice it, but Disney fans will be like, oh, hidden Mickey's in the background of this picture. Like, I love it so much. We decided to head over to Living with the Land because we got to ride it during the day the other day. Well, now because it's dark, we can ride it and all the lights will be really well lit. So we waited in line. It was a longer line than Living with the Land normally has because it's kind of an underrated ride, but everyone else wants to see the Christmas overlay just like we do. We waited in line and we did actually film this, and oh my goodness, this ride is beautiful. I really do recommend riding it during the day and at night because there are just things you get to see in both and really appreciate.
To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future.
And if you want to see the entire ride through, that is linked down in the description below and up there in the corner. After we were done with the ride, we left the park and went out and got in the car to drive back to Old Key West. When we got to Old Key West, we were going to try and do a room tour of the room, but it turns out this room has a ton of windows in it that'll let in a lot of natural light that you don't get when it's dark outside. So the room was not exactly well lit, especially in the main living area. So the video tour just wasn't quite working for us. So we decided we're just gonna have to sleep here and then get up in the morning and do a room tour of the room instead. We did set up the Apple TV there in the living room and watch a couple episodes of Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire because we've got to watch something on Disney Plus. And after we finished up with that, we did head to bed, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our Year with the Ears.